Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now this defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Not the best to start here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out, that's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close, and now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those competent defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
The Seahawks send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Lance. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Wall. And some room to run now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Looking to throw. Peterson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for it all. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Peterson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Off play action. Peterson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules. They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And Lance now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
To throw is Peterson, operating from the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Barber. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Peterson now throwing on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Peterson back to the air on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And right side, they're going to go option here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
That'll make it 1st and 15. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Peterson. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Peterson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barber. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Peterson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st down, Wall. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks take back over.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Peterson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Peterson. Harris has it over the middle.
7 yards the pick up there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Peterson on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Peterson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barber.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. Peterson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The point after is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
And Lance going to throw.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
To throw is Peterson on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Peterson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Peterson throwing on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Now Peterson to throw on 3rd down. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That catch good for only a couple.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Peterson to throw on second down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Barber, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd down at 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wall. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Wall. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here's Lance.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Lance now on 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wall, only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 36, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. Wall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Lance. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8.
Back to throw. Lance. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wall. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. And his kick here is good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Peterson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Peterson now looking to throw on second down. Fighting Harris over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Peterson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barber. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Peterson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hargrove, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. And it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Peterson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw there complete to Rodgers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Lance. And he's got his big tight end here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, Hargrove. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. On 3rd down, Hargrove, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 15. Just under 2 minutes to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw is Peterson on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pass complete to Harris. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He finds his man, complete. That's Shaw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Peterson now throwing on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2nd down at 4. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. 2nd and 4.
operating from the gun. Peterson. It's brought in by Harris. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made.